So let's talk about the Robert Camp's 10 steps of benchmarking. The first one is decide what to benchmark. You have to decide that what you need to or you want to benchmark. That is the first step. The second step is identify whom to benchmark. You have to identify, the organization or the individual to whom you want to benchmark. So you have to identify that thing as well. So this is the second step of Robert Camp's 10 steps. The third step is plan and conduct the investigation. You have to plan and conduct the investigation. Okay, you have to investigate your organization and the target organization as well. The fourth one is determine the current performance gap. So you have to determine the current performance gap, between you and the target organization. The fifth step is project future performance levels. You have to project that and communicate benchmarking findings and gain acceptance. So you have to communicate the benchmarking findings as well. Revise the performance goal. Develop action plans. You have to develop an action plan. Okay, you have to take action based on the data that you have got after analysis. And then you have to implement those specific actions and monitor the progress as well. The last one is you have to recalibrate the benchmarks. So these were 10 Robert Camp's steps. Let's talk about benchmarking. Although benchmarking is very preferable and it is one of the most important processes if you want to improve your business or if you want to know the gap between you and the target organization. You have to do benchmarking, but some people criticize the benchmarking as well. And one of the criticism is, we will discuss it like as with any a new concept, there are those who are in favor of the idea and those who oppose or criticize it, as I discussed earlier. Some of the criticisms of benchmarking are, the first one is benchmarking is that it can be considered as spying on the competition. This is the first criticism and the most highlighted criticism, but this is not true. Benchmarking is not something we to which we spy on the competition. Benchmarking is not spying on the competition but keeping up with what they and the rest of the industry are doing. So this is, actually, this is the fact. You can see the fact in green that benchmarking is not spying on the competition, but keeping up with with what they and the rest of the industry are doing. Some organizations do not utilize benchmarking because they feel that if it is not broke, don't fix it. So some organization, do not utilize the benchmarking because they feel if it's not broke, don't fix it. No, this is not a good strategy. You have to do some preventive actions because the corrective or reactive actions are usually very costly. So benchmarking is very important. Another criticism is many organizations shy away from benchmarking because they do not understand what benchmarking is, and they feel that they do not have anything to gain. So this is, every organization should, give training to their employees, okay, to the employees so that they know what actually the benchmarking is, and what is the purpose or objective of benchmarking, and what are the benefits or advantages of the benchmarking, and they should also know how to conduct the benchmarking as well. Some of the advantages is, the advantage of benchmarking is not to compare key figures, but to compare how tasks are performed. There are many advantages of the benchmarking. Like the first one is learning from others' experience and practices. Yes, and this is one of the basic and most common advantage of the benchmarking. The second advantage, it allow examination of present processes. It's change and improvement. It helps in continuous improvement as well. It gives a chance for study and measurement of a competitor for the purpose of process and product quality improvement. So if you want to improve the process or product quality, then you have to go and study and measure the competitor processes as well, and strategies as well. So and that is actually the benchmarking. The advantage of benchmarking is limited, and the organization can eliminate the number of disadvantages to gain the benefits of benchmarking. There are some disadvantages of benchmarking. The first one is poorly defined benchmarks may lead to uh, wasted effort and meaningless results. So that's why one of the most important step is or step of benchmarking is to know what to benchmark. Okay, so you have to first understand and know what to benchmark and to whom we need to benchmark. So if you do not perform that particular step very efficiently and effectively, then this would be the disadvantage of that particular benchmarking. That is the it may lead to wasted effort and meaningless results. Incorrect comparisons will affect the result of required improvement, and what is best for someone else may not suit to other. Some organizations have reluctance to share the information. Benchmarking cannot change all required improvement at once. Yes. So the conclusion of this lecture is that benchmarking is becoming more commonly used, and it is a more efficient way to make improvements. And benchmarking speeds up organizations' ability to make improvements. Benchmarking is not just making changes and improvement for the sake of making changes. Benchmarking is, all about adding value. When organization looks when an organization looks at benchmarking, they must look at all aspects of the business, its products, and its processes. Benchmarking will not work unless you know yourself. So examples of excellent benchmarking are Toyota for processes, Intel for design, Scandinavian Airlines for services, and Honda for rapid product development. And I have shared these examples with you as well. This is the group assignment, and I gave you this assignment to you, and most of you worked very well. I appreciate that as well, and they got good marks. So this was all about the benchmarking. In the next lecture, we will talk about some another interesting topic. Till then, thank you. Bye bye.